Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, I am so happy you stopped by. Today is Review Day Tuesday and I've got a product I've been meaning to show you guys for a while, but first I want to again address my hair color change. Obviously, I was kind of on the fence about the brown. I think I told you guys that at one point. So we added in some highlights and now I've got a mixture of low lights and highlights, which is actually pretty close to kind of my natural ruddy blonde that I usually have. So we're kind of back to normal. We're back in business with the blonde. So thank you guys so much for all your sweet compliments when I was brunette. It was so nice of you guys to say such sweet things to me, and you're always so sweet and I greatly appreciate that. But we are back to blonde as expected. On to my Reviews Day Tuesday review. Today, like I said, I've got a product that I wanted to bring you guys for a while. It's the Wetn'Wild Fergie Vicious Varnish Highshine Lipstain. And I'm so excited to bring you guys this product because it is a product that is kind of found few and far between in the drugstore in this kind of format. Like it says, it is a Highshine lip stain. So we're all familiar with kind of this chubby stick balm stain formula that is so common in the drugstore. This one is the Jordana Twist and Shine Moisturizing Balm Stain. There are several others. You've got the Neutrogena Moisture Shines, the Revlon balm stains. We're all familiar with this chubby stick kind of format. However, something you don't see quite as often is a Highshine liquid lip stain type of product such as this. These are usually found more on the high end, things like the YSL Glossy Stain, items like that. So I was really excited to pick this up. Picked it up at my Walgreens for, I believe, $2.50, which originally I think it was $3.50, but there is a $1 off coupon floating around, I think. So the shade I have is in Legendary Face, and I picked this shade because obviously you guys know I love a classic pink mauve kind of shade like this, but most of all I picked this because lip stains for me, the medium to light shades usually don't show up because I have pigmented lips. So I wanted to pick a shade that was going to be a good gauge level for whether or not this stained and what kind of a pigmentation this had. So I do have it on my lips right now and you can see it's pretty pigmented. It's a beautiful color, really nice and natural. I think this could work on a lot of different skin tones and I think a lot of different looks. I think this could be a night look, a day look. Very just kind of a classic mauve pink. There it is. You can see it is very glossy when I first put it on. This has been on me for probably 45 minutes now and you can see it does still look quite glossy. So let's just kind of address what this is supposed to be. First of all, it doesn't really have any claims when you look at it in the store, but obviously it is supposed to be a Highshine lip stain. So basically it's supposed to be a hybrid between a gloss and a stain type of formula. And when you first put on, you can see very glossy, like I said, very true to color, very, very pretty. And the pigmentation can be built up to a darker mauve than even what I have on my hand or my lips. So the best way I can describe this to you guys is to kind of draw some comparisons. And I'll get to that, but first I want to talk about the consistency and the texture of this product. When you put it on your lips, it feels cold. Not like tingly minty cold or a menthol cinnamon oil kind of thing, because you guys know I don't do that. I don't like lip plumpers, things that feel tingly. This feels kind of like cold water or just very watery, kind of a wet feel to it. So that's how it feels when you put it on. Very different for a product to me. Feels quite nice when you put it on because it feels very fresh. It's not a greasy feeling stain. It's not gonna slide right off your lips. It's sticking there, so you don't have to worry about that. It's not uncomfortable. It's not a very thick formula, but it's not a very light formula either. It's right there in that medium ground that I like to stay in. Something that is sticky enough that it's going to stay on my lips, but also at the same time light enough that it doesn't feel like I have a weighed down product or greasy lips. So now that we've talked about the consistency of it, let's move on to my comparisons of this. So obviously, like I mentioned before, a stain traditionally in the drugstore is in this format of a chubby lip stain, and this is the Jordana Balm Stain in Honey Love. Very similar in color to this, but totally different texture wise. You can see they're pretty close in color, however this is very shiny and this is more of a balmy kind of shine to it. It's just got a fresh look, and The difference in between this and this for me is this is like a lipstick. When you put it on, it's going to stick. So obviously it has a better stain. This almost grabs your lips and that color is pulled in and very pigmented. This stains, but not near as well as this does. This might get you through a whole work day with minimal applications after the first one. This one, you're going to be kind of lucky if it gets you through a full meal with maybe an oily salad dressing or fried chicken or something that's really going to move that off your lips. Now I will say I can talk with this, I can eat and drink, but if I eat something greasy, oily, something that I'm really has something to move this around, it's not going to last. And obviously the shine of this wears off as well. Now it's not going to wear off very much if you're talking or just drinking through a straw or things like that. But like I said, if you're eating, that shine is definitely going to go away and the stain of it is going to go away quite a bit. Another thing I want to compare this to is the L'Oreal Extraordinaire Color Riche glosses. So again, we've got something that is not supposed to be a balm stain or anything like that, but something with a very glossy appearance. And that's why these remind me of each other. They both kind of have similar feels to the formula. The Fergie is just a hair thicker than the L'Oreal Extraordinaire Color Riche, but you can see they're both very glossy shades and they're both quite pigmented. So I wanted to compare these two because the glossiness reminds me so much of one another. Basically the comparison I want to draw, having shown you all three of these things now, is this Fergie Vicious Varnish lip stain is kind of a hybrid between a gloss and a stain, in that it will stain your lips for some amount of time. This is definitely not going to get you through a full work day with this pigmented color and this much shine. But it might get you through a meal and it will definitely get you through talking, maybe your morning coffee, things like that. But it is different from a balm stain in that it's got that glossy appearance and looks so fresh and makes your lips look very plump and has that comfortable feel as well. So kind of the comfortability of a balm stain and about half the lasting power of the average balm stain, but the glossiness of these L'Oreal Extraordinaire glosses reminds me quite a bit of this. So overall, I think this is a pretty great product. Obviously, it holds up on pretty much most of its claims. I feel like it's a stain. It's obviously not a very long lasting stain like those balm stains or even something that's a long-wearing lip product like a CoverGirl Outlast lip product or something like that. But the shine is so beautiful on it and it's such a juicy looking color on your lips that I think this is worth the buy. For $3.50, maybe even less, I think this holds up enough for me to venture saying I would buy another one of these. And for this really light shade that it is to show up on my lips, I think is fabulous. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Leave me some comments down below if you've tried the Fergie Vicious Varnish Highshine Lip Stain and let me know what you think of it. Thanks again for watching and have a great day.